all intuitive, but why do some people notice their intuition more than others? In this video, I'm going to break down 5 habits that block intuition, examples of breaking these habits, and why curbing these habits will help with your intuitive development. Welcome to the Connection Hub. My name is Vanessa, and I help people connect to their highest good, their highest self, and their highest source. If you want to empower yourself, subscribe to my channel and leave a comment below. Tell me your thoughts and your ideas because I would love to hear them. Let's begin. Intuition is your ability to trust your inner knowings and feelings when you're looking for helpful support and advice and guidance in your everyday life. It is your tap in for your success, for your happiness, alignment, and even in some cases, your safety. It is by far the most important tool anyone has access to. And when you follow it accurately, you will be led to some of the most surprising, exciting, and magical moments for you to recall over a lifetime. As promised, I'm here to let you know which habits block your intuition, so let's get to them. Soliciting advice from others. More often than not, when we're presented with a choice to make, we know exactly what action is right for us to take. We know and we feel what is most appropriate for us at that time. This is our intuition guiding us on path. The moment we start turning to others and soliciting their advice and asking for their opinions, what we're doing is we're inviting their conditioning into our life story, into decisions that we're meant to make for ourselves. And when this comes to life-changing moments, it can sometimes work against us. I'm going to give you a perfect example for this. I used to be a makeup artist that was booked on some of the country's largest jobs until one day I just noticed my guidance wanting to bring me into a completely different direction. And so I left the industry. My closest friends, my family members, no one understood how or why I left such a successful career. But I had to stick to my guns. If I didn't, my life would look completely different to what it does now. By tuning into your own knowing, you are setting yourself up for the most aligned life and aligned path. And when you stop relying on the advice other people have to give you, you will create a sense of well-being and independence. You are a powerful person and you always know what's good for you. Dismissing creative thoughts and ideas. Our thoughts and ideas can be one of the clearest indicators with where we should be placing our energy and attention. When we start paying attention to random thoughts that stream into our mind or maybe exciting ideas, we know that we're on track with what our angels and our guides are communicating to us. And the more we pay attention to these thoughts and ideas, the more the signal is sent back out to our guidance that assures them that we're actually receiving precisely what it is that they intend to be sending us. You're going to want to be especially mindful of reoccurring thoughts, reoccurring ideas, because these are the roadmap to our deepest fulfillment and healing. Our ideas are all messages from the divine, and the hope here is that we co-create with the universe on which actions we need to take to fulfill the current journey that we're on. That saying, every journey starts with a single step, is coming to me, and it's having me think about putting the motion forward on manifestation. Every single one of us has either dreamt something up, imagined something for ourselves, if it's in like the immediate future or down the line. Thoughts and ideas come to us to serve those dreams and to serve what we imagine for ourselves, maybe not necessarily how we imagine that for ourselves. The how ultimately doesn't really matter. That's another topic for another video. But remember that no idea is ever too small. And the quicker you take action, the quicker you will receive inspiration for your next steps. If any harmful thoughts persist, please seek help and support. Routinely using stimulants. Stimulants are a leading cause to feeling disconnected, not only from others, but from ourselves. And if intuition is solely based on our connection to self, we really need to curb overdoing the stimulants or making stimulants routine. The stimulants I'm referring to would be coffee, your black tea, your energy drinks, your cell phones, your desktop, your laptop. This also includes gambling, too much online shopping, games, and social media, sugar, or anything else you consume that immediately spikes your blood levels. And finally, alcohol and drugs, all of the drugs. Stimulants are harmful for the routine because of what they do to our nervous system. And it's so important to find ourselves in a calm, relaxed, easeful state as often as possible, because the more calm we feel, the more receptive we're going to be to our intuition and our internal guidance. Stimulants are designed for the quick reward effect. So in the afternoon, when we feel tired, maybe we'll reach for a cup of coffee, or if it's a Sunday afternoon and we're feeling bored, maybe we'll pick up our phone and do some scrolling. What's most important to recognize with stimulants is they bring us really high or they'll bring us really low. And expecting our nervous system to handle these extremes on a regular basis doesn't give us much of a chance to be as receptive as we could be when the universe is communicating to us. Here's one example of many that I have where cutting out a major stimulant from my life was helpful. So in 2017, that's when I stopped my journey with drugs and with alcohol. Now I can actually feel into my intuitive messaging. This is also referred to as clairsentience. This is receiving intuitive messages through the physical body. If that's goosebumps or maybe a tight chest or a tight throat. Before I stopped doing drugs and before I stopped drinking, I actually thought that those stimulants were helping my intuitive ability, and little did I know they weren't actually helping at all. Sometimes we think we know and we understand something because we're right in the thick of it, but we won't truly understand what we're missing unless we try something. If you feel like you are in the right headspace to give something like this a go, pick anything from the list of stimulants that I just went through and quit it for 3 months. This is going to be something that you've previously noticed a lot of your attention and focus goes to, and you will have also noticed that this stimulant holds you back from maybe experiencing life to the fullest or doing a few extra activities on your wanting to do list. And at the end of those 3 months, notice how your perception changes. Notice maybe how your nervous system is and how different your body is responding. Maybe even notice what's happened inside of your mind, what's happened to your daily routine and how you enjoy life. If the effects are positive, you know that this is a stimulant that maybe shouldn't be mixed up in your routine, and it could be a really great time to just let it go altogether. If you've learned something new today and so far so good, you're enjoying this video, why don't you go ahead and give it a thumbs up and comment down below with which habit you would consider kicking off of your list. Would it be habit number 1, 2, or 3?
Avoiding the outdoors.
This is especially helpful if you notice your intuition is very clouded or you're not really receiving the guidance and support you're looking for. This habit especially applies to places that you're extremely familiar with. The more we stay indoors, the less likely we are to find variety and to find excitement with our surrounding. By getting outside and experiencing life in new and different ways as often as possible, it's really going to help spark and ignite our intuitive reception.
Wearing sunglasses too often.
The suggestion here is to not overwear your sunglasses when you do go outside. When we walk around outside without sunglasses, we allow for the sun's UV rays to come into our eyes and filter through the third eye. And when we focus on this third eye center, we actually enhance the other chakras that are directly above the third eye and below the third eye. So the seventh chakra up here is our center for our clear knowing, and the fifth chakra down here is our center for communication. A decalcified pineal gland helps us receive clairvoyant messages. So this can be helpful when you're leaving the house, but you forget where your keys are. You think to yourself, where did I last put my keys? You could see a very quick image of them on the couch or on the coffee table instead of the regular spot. And it's because you have a third eye that's open that can guide you into that direction. Or maybe you're moving into a new space and you think to yourself, how am I going to take my furniture and arrange it in this beautiful new space? You will see in your mind's eye exactly where you should maybe try, like placing your couch or placing your television, or what else you need to go to the store to purchase because you don't have it and you know that the new space would look really great if you did. It allows for added inspiration on creative projects, and it even helps us to recall our dreams after a night's sleep. And speaking of receiving guidance, go ahead and check out how to quickly connect to your higher self. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Until next time, get lost in joy and remember, you are always connected.